Wow, I didn't even know I was going. I didn't know I was on yet. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bishop Wall. How y'all doing this morning? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get on a topic where somebody kind of brought this topic to my attention. So here's the topic. The topic is this minister. It's him and his wife is in the church, and she's a minister, and I'm supposing he is some type of minister with his wife or something in church. So here's the topic. So I guess he been desiring some woman out in the church other than his wife. So I guess he wanted his wife and this woman that he was desiring to be with in the church to share in. Y'all know what I mean by that, right? For both of them, for him to be with both of the women. So I guess you call it a threesome or something. But his wife declined and she said no. She was like, I'm sold out for the Lord and I ain't doing no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't invite nobody else into our bedroom. And so the end of that, from the last that I heard so far, is that he left her, I guess, for this woman, the other woman he wanted to be with in church. So I guess somebody would kind of just ask me what my input would be on something like that. So here's my input with this. My input would be like, man, you're 100% wrong. And um wife, you're right to not, participate in nothing like that because your husband wanted you to do it because evidently he been already doing it already because he designed a woman in y'all church that's going to y'all church, and so he designed to be with that woman. Then he designed to be with her and you. So yeah, that's an absolute no, honey. Stand your ground in the Lord, and be to your husband as you should. And then if he move on, that's it. That's all on him. Everything is on him. You just do what you got to do and do about right in the Lord. So, and let me tell y'all something. Those of you who think that things like that might pan out, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all an example about Abraham and Sarah in the Bible, so y'all can go back and read it. Okay. When the Lord said that Sarah was gonna have a child for Abraham, she overheard the conversation, so she was like, "Man, I'm gonna give him a child in my old age." So she was like, wow. So she kind of laughed within herself, you know what I'm saying? So sometime later, she was, inquired her husband, which was Abraham, to go lie with her maid. I think what's her name? Haggard, I think it was. She was the Egyptian woman, I think. Yeah. So she told her to go lay with her, to go be with her, and he did. But afterwards, she was mad at her. She looked at her differently, like, man, what have I done? I done told my husband to go lay with this woman. Now I'm upset about this thing. So my point with that, and not that's being said, this man wanted his wife to share in, his minister wife to share in with another woman that he wanted to be with in the church now. And and then end up leaving her because she wouldn't do it. Let me tell you something, y'all. I told this person he gonna get what he get because you know what? It's enough to take care of one woman and to do everything. See, that's the whole point. If you take all of you and put into your woman, then you ain't got no room to give to nobody else. You ain't got no room to give another woman this. You ain't got, if you do right by your wife doing right by you, you ain't nothing else left for nobody else to come into. And so if you looking outside of your wife, you looking at another woman, that means that you've been wanting to do that, or you already doing it, and you just brought it to your wife's attention that you wanted to do it, but you already been doing it. That's what I'm thinking. He already doing that with this church girl. So and people, like people say, you got to watch out for the church. Well, I said, but if you want to find the devil quick, like you can go right in the church and find it. Find the devil. You'll find them hoes and prostitutes all right up in the church. You know what I'm saying? Cutting out on their husbands and wives right there in the church, doing all, and then coming in there praising the Lord like they ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? A wife that won't be a blessing to her husband is a curse. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. If a wife is supposed to be a blessing to her husband, it's a curse. If she's a curse, if she's not. If she's doing anything other than being a blessing to her husband and got a good husband, yeah, she on some other stuff and he on some other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So this woman, as for the information that was fed to me concerning her, like she was in the Lord in the church, and And from what I understand, the way it came to me, that she sold out to the Lord and her husband, so she ain't gonna entertain nothing outside of what she believed, in the Lord. And I commend her for that. You know, I know y'all don't hear me say this much, but based on what I have heard, I commend this young lady, this woman for that, being in the ministry, because you ain't supposed to let nothing defile enter in. And then you running the church and your husband, and then he desiring to be with a member in the church. Oh, that's a disaster, y'all. And I don't know what this end story gonna end up, but that ain't gonna end good with him. If she being right and doing what she doing, and he being wrong and doing what he doing, it ain't gonna end right for him. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I just wanted to go ahead and just put that out there right now. Just kind of put that on point for y'all. Just kind of like, in this day and in this day of society, you hear a lot about people swinging, sharing in, and all that type of stuff. Let me tell y'all something. That stuff is outside of the realm of the Lord. That stuff is not based on the law or nothing like that, y'all. They ain't no but devilish, sensualist, devilish what people doing. Now if the husband and the wife agree to something, and then I guess that's between them. You know what I'm saying? That's like, with Abraham and Sarah, Sarah told her husband go sleep with her maid, and he agreed and he did it. So, but then look at what the outcome was. Then when the child was born by her maid, she didn't want that child to have part with her child that she had. See? So that turned out to be a disaster. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna caution y'all that just want to do that and tear your marriage down. Think about that stuff and think about the aftermath that's gonna come later. Sometimes it may not come immediately, and sometimes it does. But I'm gonna just caution y'all. Don't go out there like that. I mean, you got a wife. Let me tell you something. With my experience, when you give it all to one woman, and that woman giving it all to you, let me tell you something. There's no room for nothing else. Because when you think of something new to do it. Do it. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Do it. But do it with your wife. And wife, do it with your husband. Make one another happy. If you want to spark things up, spark it up. Shoot. If you want to put some steak on the grill, put a steak on the grill. You know what I'm saying? You want to spice that steak up a little bit, spice that steak up a little bit. But the thing is, just make it happen. That's all you got to do is make it happen. That way you weed out all of that outside stuff, because ain't no outside person, people got no business into your bedroom but you and your wife and you. Ain't nobody else got no business in that bedroom, sharing what y'all got. I mean, because that's between you and your wife. That's why the Lord said he don't say two, he don't say three or four flesh should become one. He said the two flesh becomes one. The husband and the wife flesh becomes one. And you ain't hear God say another flesh come in. Another flesh ain't got no business coming in there. So don't let it in there, women and you men. Man, cleave to your wife, cleave to your wife cleave to your husband. And that's all to be said. And let me go ahead. Let me just say this before I go, y'all. I was telling y'all that I do got another YouTube that I head up. But you know what? I ain't leaving y'all, because you know what, this YouTube right here, I've been running this thing since about 2010. Y'all and a lot of y'all been following me ever since about 2010. So, and y'all have heard, y'all done went in and out, and I went down and up. So if I'm down, I'm still talking to you. And if I'm up, I'm still talking to you. So I'm gonna stay with this. This is my main YouTube, and this is what I'm gonna stay with. Even though I have another one, so if sometimes y'all like to cross over this, share in and look at my other one, you can. But this is number one. This YouTube right here is number one. So thank y'all for listening in this morning. I just want to bring that topic to y'all women. Stop. Husbands, stop going outside your wives, man. Stop that junk, and wives, cleaving to your own husband and be a blessing to your husband. And with that said, thank y'all. And in the name of Jesus, have a blessed and prosperous day. Those who seeking the Lord rightly in truth and not defiling, being contrary to God, doing those things that's contrary. Because what do you expect that you think you're going to get from God when you're being contrary to his will? Come on now. No, God said he raised his son over the righteous and the wicked. So but just because you wicked, that don't mean you ain't gonna get nothing. But I'm just telling y'all, if you're gonna do right by the Lord, do right by God. Don't sway and be on the devil and God at the same time and presenting yourself that you serve a child of the Lord, you serving the Lord, and you're really not. You know what I'm saying? Put that junk to the side, y'all, and step up for real and serve the Lord and put the devil behind and let the Lord help you defeat the devil by you obeying God and doing the will of God. I mean, doing after he tell you what to do. Only thing you gotta do is do it. Thank y'all for joining in, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Now let's see. I'm on live, so that's how we stop this thing. Let's see. Let's see. Live. How we stop it? Maybe I can hit this button right here. You want to stop? Okay.